the puppy with the mic. What up, my friends? There's Ranger. Oh, my little ancient bugger. Good morning, y'all. What's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's make some bets. Let us make some bets. Had an epiphany last night. I figured I'll share it right now for you. The productions of the entire industry, right? The production thing, I should say. The emphasis on looking the best, being the best, doing the best, using AI for this, using, automation for that. And then it hit me. It hit me last night. We use it for certain things, basically workflow things, but I think there's this movement going on of like replacing the human element to our daily content. I don't like it. And it's kind of bothering me. And it hit me yesterday as I'm watching some stuff on the internet. I don't ever want this channel to lose that. I would actually rather go the opposite direction and give you more of that human side of me so that when we are all together, there's that relationship that we're building out. I mean, I see certain people pop in here and I know things about you. I at very least recognize names, comments you've made in the past. We have inside jokes on the show. We make lots of, community-based conversations inside Discord. And that human element, honestly, is so much more important to me, having those connections with my community and building out a strong community, not just for the betting aspect, but for the relationship aspect, is so much more important to me than making sure that my AI-driven, SEO stuff, that my thumbnails are AI created, and that all of this stuff is just so perfect in the grand scheme of what content creation should be that I lose sight of what the entire reason was that I went down this path, is to build out my community. And I don't ever want to lose sight of that. And I don't want to go off and make the greatest content on earth as far as exposure goes, but then lose that relationship appeal, that community-driven approach that I've honestly spent my entire career focusing on. And as I messed around with my camera for my dog, now I don't even know what it's looking at. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I'd rather just hang out here, be real, maybe not be seen by the masses, but create a better community of people just being real with each other. So that's my goal. And this is just a little spiel. Where is he? Is he laying down? Yeah, he's laying down. This is just a little spiel. It's Ranger, it's me, and it's you. We're all hanging out together this morning, just speaking truths. So let's make some bets. Let's get into it. There we go. This is pretty cool. This is, and again, we talked about like the AI stuff. That's cool. It's great. We use it on workflow, right? But not replacing human element. And here's part of it. You've got simulated game models that are run by Freak inside Discord, as you know who he is. Thank you very much, David. I love my community, but it's only great because of you and the rest of you that show up for these shows, to here to talk and hang out for the daily sports betting shows, hang out on Discord all day, giving each other bets and helping each other out using products. And that's honestly the best part of the community. Me being here on the show, I'm the public face, unfortunately, and the public voice for the company and the Discord, the community that we have all built together. But I am definitely not the person being the community builder. Might just be the public face of it. I got the equipment and the lighting, but the voice for radio, unfortunately. So face for radio? I don't know if I've ever used that. Is it face for it? You got a face for radio? I think that might be it. Anyways, radio. People out there, probably 20-year-olds watching this, a radio? Okay, simulations. All right, so 10,000 simulations going to the game model. This is on the site now, but I'm telling you right now, it's all dummy data. It's all mock data. But it's going to be a view of how this is basically going to be how you can break down every single MLB game. And you can see NBA and NFL. They will be added, of course. NBA will be added next. There's summaries. So Like, let's say you got a 14 game slate, it's going to tell you all our money line picks, the best bets, totals, sides, money lines, going to have strikeouts, the grades, full slate. So you'll have like a game by game section. So you're like, all right, what's the model say about Arizona versus the Dodgers? Well, the model has, Dodgers minus 165 money line, 63% of the simulations. They won the game. That's the number one rank. Spread minus 1.5, 55% of the time. The Dodgers, covered the run line at minus 1.5. That was the fifth best rate. Total over 8.5 happened 59% of the time. That was the third highest rate, so on and so forth. So it's pretty freaking cool. I'm telling you right now, I'm very excited about what this is turning into. And then don't mind the projections. Again, this is all being worked on today. The mobile view and the PC view, it all needs to be formatted. We basically did like a data dump last night just to finally get things up. And then we got to connect everything so that when you click names, it opens up their player cards. Anyways, very excited about what that's going to be, what that can be, and how much money y'all are going to be able to make using it. Now, today, for the normal bets for breakfast show, here you go. We're going to make some bets. We're going to talk about sports betting in general. I'm always interested in answering questions, so hit me with any type of Q&A you got for the show, and we'll make money together. Let's get to it. Now, early morning, sometimes as you saw yesterday, we went from 4 sharp money radar plays to like 8, and also went down to like 5, then up to 12. They will come and go in waves. So as they pop up, I'm always happy to talk about them. And here's an interesting one. Sam Merrill, under 12.5 points, is getting $1,200. Backing the under, you've got minus 134 odds on Profit X, getting the majority of that liquidity with $996 of that 1.2K being bet on Profit X for minus 134. You got another $184 on Novig at minus 130. If you want to run it, there's a really good spot to play it right now. Bet Rivers. While that's not a widely available sports book, I think only like 14 states or so have it. Listen, if you're one of the 14, you got yourself a really solid play right there. If you clicked on Sam Merrill's player card, of course, you could go do your research this way. Now, I've been messing around with the Zoom across these different tools as I've been on PC, mobile, on tablet view right now for this show. And so I'm going to probably have to format my page here in a hot minute. Also, we were working on the game projections pages. Hopefully you enjoy that. I think it's going to be pretty cool. When we don't have a lot of stuff to do on the Sharp Money Radar, we'll use the other tools like the Positive EV Optimizer, the DFS Optimizer, which we had a pretty good success with yesterday on the show. And really quick, let me try to set it up right now, actually, while I am live. I want to try that split screen where I can build out underdog slips and Novig entries at the same time. All right, hold up. I think this is going to be pretty cool, but it might take me a moment. Somebody suggested this at the end of the show yesterday. How the heck did I do it? Gosh darn it. I'm about to have to Google how I did it. Yeah, we're going to make some underdog lineups right now. Yep, that's the plan, man. That's the plan. Open tab in split screen. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Ooh, I have to have the other tab in. There he is. What's up, Justin? Open tab in new split view. All right, let's do it. And then we got to go full screen here. All right, they're kind of on opposite sides. So let me figure out how to switch them. Do underdog over there. Oh, gotta log in. Good thing. And then if I want to add like Novig to the screen, because that's the best. I want to do content for the best exchange and the best pick a map. All right, so I guess I would have to just switch it. Oh, mobile. Okay, so I got to zoom out a little bit if I want underdog to work. All right, so we can do 150% for that. Let's freaking go. What an idea. Look at this. Again, I was telling you earlier, I just want to make people money. I just want to build out my community. It ain't going to be perfect. It's just not. Oh, look at this. Close views, separate views. Huh, okay. Interesting. Wow. I like this. This is pretty neat. This is pretty neat. Let me zoom out a little bit for. We'll leave this like this. I kind of like that. Can you see this? And then I think I need to zoom out the Underdog side because Underdog doesn't have a mobile web app. Blah, blah, blah. So I've got to kind of format their page a little. Is this okay? Or does this need to be bigger? Does the MiceBarbieEdge.com site need to be bigger? If it does, tell me now. Yeah, we're going to be adding a bunch of stuff. You love the product? I appreciate that, Nicholas. I mean, how could you not? My goodness, it's pure bliss. Getting everything under one roof. I mean, absurd. It's absurd. People are out there paying so much money for like each individual thing that we have: Positive EV, Sharp Money, DFS optimizers, trends and research tools, player graphs, projections for games and players, bet trackers. Like, people go out there and they literally pay for every single item that we have, like as a standalone product. And we're like, let's put them all under one roof and be cheaper. Yeah, I'm super pumped about this. All right, let's go. If this looks okay, I'm going to leave it as is. If it's blurry or small, I can zoom in like this. No problem. So if you guys want me to do this, that might actually be better as I'm looking at it on my screen. Is that better? All right, so Mitch Robinson. Actually, zoom out a little bit. I want you to be able to see drop-down odds. There we go. All right, this split screen view, we'll try it today and see how it goes. If people don't like it when they watch it on review or whatever, I mean, you just got to tell me. I'm just kind of bounce around to see what it looks like. It's pretty nice, though. I do like this. This is better, right? All right, cool. So Mitch Robinson, I'm assuming if the math is telling you there's a really good play here, we should pay attention to what Karl-Anthony Towns is doing. Is he active? Is he playing? All right. So when I clicked his player card open, it went full screen. What just happened? Oh, because I opened a new tab. Oh, I kind of like that then. Actually, cool. All right. Wow, it hasn't even mattered. Mitch Robinson, just one of the best rebounders in the NBA, probably top 3. Metrics say he's top 3. That's absurd. Doesn't even need a ton of minutes. Is Cat playing? Yeah, Cat is on the player cards. I would assume he's active. That's an interesting one. Well, math says it's a good play. Let's see there. Hold up. Let's all right, so let me break this down really quick for you. So the helpful hints section for the DFS optimizer, you're essentially comparing the fixed lines, fixed prices, 2 pick entries on Underdog being a -115. We have weighted the sharp odds, all right? So this is very important. This is not an aggregate odds-based thing with like 80 books. No, 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 no. This is also not the devigged lines that we do for the plus EV optimizer, where you devig the lines. This is a very specific approach for DFS, for Pick'em, which today, as I said, I'm doing it for Underdog. I've got Underdog selected. Also, as you see, I only have NBA selected. There are other sports there, and I only have certain markets selected. I've also put a certain edge percentage. Again, these are my filters. You can copy them at any time. The only thing I would look at, maybe another level to this right now, would be I want to compare and make sure I can get as 15 to 20 cents better than books like FanDuel and Pinnacle and even Bet Online. So a play like this is kind of touch and go to me. It's 15 cents better than FanDuel. That's not bad at all. It's only 8 cents better than Bet Online, and I think it might be too early in the morning at 9:30 to have anything for Pinnacle. So there might be better plays. And by the way, that's gone. Who the heck is this? I honestly don't even know who this is. Joshua Baez? Baez? It's got to be a draft pick of some sort. Let's see. Bet online minus 123, minus 130 for FanDuel. Sometimes I also, if I don't have Pinnacle, I'll start looking at Novig and ProfitX to see where the exchanges are. I don't care too much about retail books, the Score, DraftKings Semi, Caesars, Hard Rock, definitely not. These BetMGM, definitely not. They do not move lines. They just don't. So if you remember yesterday morning, we had like 10 or so plays, 7-8%. Look at the lines this morning. Oh my gosh. Go low that. Look at the edges. That's much lower. I mean, to the point where like I'm not locking anything in right now. This is the best one I've seen so far. Mobley over 9.5 boards, 3.6% edge, minus 132 on FanDuel. Again, sharp odds, minus 124. Wow. Oh, looks great. Cool. Yeah, I should have even I should have looked at chat after I asked some questions. Get my dog in here with me today. 173 people tuned in. I do appreciate that. Do me a huge favor, no matter where you are, Twitch, X, YouTube, the second YouTube channel, subscribe, like the video. I see only a couple dozen likes on YouTube, but almost 80 people watching right now. If we can bump that up, that would be extremely helpful for me. Okay, so let's get to it though. I'm just kind of bouncing around. I'm surveying the site for this or the slate for the first time. So that's kind of part of what's happening right now is I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. If I wanted to start with sharp money or not. So Karl Anthony Towns, wow. So the rebound, wow. Wow, okay. This is actually the best play I've seen yet. This is the best play I've seen yet. So on the sharp money radar, Karl Anthony Towns is getting 1.2K to the under. $1,000 on ProfitX at minus 120. We can get this. Yes, BetMGM. We can get this on underdog minus 115. Implied for 2 pick. Let's go with the Towns under 12.5. I'm going to save this one for tracking purposes for later. All right, so that was a good get right there. That was a good get. Let's go to Towns. There, we'll put Towns in there. Lower than 12.5, play 1. I'm glad I went back to the sharp money optimizer because right now I'm not in love with a lot of what I'm seeing here. I mean, if we want to keep it inside this game and just do like a 2-pick entry for the same game here, there's one. I mean, this, if you want to go with the sharp odds, minus 128. And the sharp odds just changed for that play. By the way, there's a pause button. Somebody, a few people asked me in chat last week. They're like, hey, inside Discord, they're like, hey, can you add a pause button? I leave it off. I don't pause it. I'd rather it screen bounce around, kind of ruins the show a little bit. I don't care. I want the most up-to-date info. But you can turn the pause button off as you see fit. This Mobley play is actually pretty nice. You can see Derek Queen was 5% edge, was the number 1 edge. And again, the odds on some of the sharp books have changed, which changed the sharp odds weighted line from a minus 128 to a minus 126. So live while you were watching, you saw it go from the number 1 play, drop down to like 7th. So that was interesting. What else we got? And like, I'm just going to bring up, listen, I have never done this. I have never done a show like this. Mobley over 9.5 rebounds, good play. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just like load up the board, load up the ticket here, and then you all can just do what you want with these plays. I don't have access to pick them, but I will absolutely be doing a show for the best pick 'em app out there, Underdog, which you can use code Donuts on. I am not going to be doing these for the other apps. I don't care. The best place to play anything right now, pick 'em wise, is on Underdog. I'm here to make you money. I'm not doing picks for clicks. I'm not trying to make a bunch of referrals across 15 different apps. I have codes everywhere. I ain't pushing everything. You know why? Because y'all should be on underdog 3.5x returns on every 2-pick entry with the normal multiplier. Nobody should be posting anything anywhere else. It's insane. It's insane. One thing that tilts me about this industry, and I'm about to get on my soapbox and I should stop now. One thing that tilts me mightily is the pursuit of constant referrals from big social media accounts. It's such a money grab. It's a grifter. It's a grifter signal, in my opinion. And I hate it. I hate it. If they all actually cared about you winning money, the only place they'd be pushing pick'em wise right now would be underdog for their daily plays. And then after that, the only other thing they're going to look at would be the discounts. Like, you want to use the other apps? Fine. Discounts, boosts, promos only. But like your day-to-day pick'em experience, it should absolutely be an underdog only right now. I don't know. Whatever. And same for Novik. Right now, it's the best exchange. Why are we doing them for all these other products? I just don't get it. Whatever. Anyways, whatever. Start yapping about different random things. What's up, Zach? Been a part of the VIP Discord for only a month, and I'm super impressed with the results. Shout out to you and all the cappers in there. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you. I'm just putting in some bets from goals. She's a beast. I saw her models hot again. That's cool. I would have go 10-1 for NHL money lines the other night, 5-0 for totals the next night. You know, she had a week of volatility there, but what sport doesn't have volatility? And that was like the first bad week it had. It seems to be, hot again after 3 or 4 days, after being hot for like the first 25 days. I wonder how many people bailed on the model after, a turbulent 1 week after 4 smooth sailing ones. Like, that was the most normal betting experience, the normal ebb and flow I've ever seen of a betting model. Like, that happens. It's like the NBA. All right, everybody scores in waves. You're down 15, all of a sudden you're up. It's ridiculous. Anyways, again, I've never done a pick'em show using the tools and stuff because I don't have pick'em, but I'm trying to do it for you today. Let's see what else we got. I'm kind of interested here. So -128, you're getting 13 cents better in FanDuel. Sharp odds -127. Jamal Murray, definitely a guy that can rack up threes in a hurry. Our threes market is goofy today. That's right. I got to fix that on the back end. By the way, heads up. So with the game projections tool being built out today, be mindful that you're going to see some stuff kind of act clunky at times. This is what happens when you're deep inside the coding. It's just some things are going to break. Some things are going to break. So game projections, player projections, summary, MLB, NBA is getting worked out. Like, everything's getting added as new page. And like, sometimes that just makes some other things act a little wonky. All right. So expect some weird stuff here and there today while we are working on that. I mean, I have 8 messages missed. I'm actively conversing with the people working on it. So I'm so excited for MLB, says Nicholas. NBA sucks. It'll be my first time using your stuff for it. Can I just say something too? Can I show you all something? This is the most ridiculous thing. Let me clear my messages out. I don't want anybody to see it. Put this on streamer mode here. All right. Everything should be hidden. Check this out. Oh, I can't show it? Hold up. Full screen? No? What do I do? I got to show photos? I guess I can't. When I'm in the split screen view, I think that's one thing I don't like. What if I take this off split screen and just have 2 windows? I think I can just do that, right? I think I can just do 2 windows. Hold up. Then I have more control over my show. I don't think I like this. I don't think I like this at all. Go full screen here real quick. Let me format this. I'm a little peeved. Give me one moment. There's underdog. Whoop. Oh, those underdog picks are still there. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Your boy's got more control over his own show. All right. So I need to remove this and share full screen. Bam. All right. We're good to go. So you're going to get a little scroll bar here in between the two things. That's fine. This is fine. This is totally easier for me. I was really struggling with that. It was kind of throwing me off the course. Let's go to Donuts Picks. Check this out. Last night, I know NBA sucks. Last night, I was like, I'm just so tired of originating my own picks. NBA is just ticking me off. I'm originating plays, and then the most absurd things will occur. Guys will Duren the other night, Jaron Duren. We had over 35.5 PR, points and rebounds. My guy has 35 PR in 24 minutes of court time. He leaves the game in like this at the 6-minute mark in the third quarter, like his normal rotation. Never came back in. It was a 10-point ball game with like 5 minutes left in the fourth. He did not come back in the game. After the game, Duren, apparently he rolled his ankle. There's nothing showing he hurt himself. No comment of it during the game. The most rigged thing I've ever heard of. Tweet about the next day, questionable for the game Thursday night or the next night, whatever it was. And then what do you know? He plays that night, goes bonkers. He was totally fine. They pulled him at 35 PR and like, why? No rhyme or reason. And I was like, I'm done. I'm just done. I'm done originating my picks. This is a couple nights ago. So last night I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post plays from my tools, from my website. I'm not going to think. I'm just going to say, all right, what's the Sharp Money Raider say? What do the optimizers give me? And then I'm going to post those picks. And I went 4-0. Like, totally just giving up all control. And that's a hard thing to do. And I know the industry has a tough time with that. And I know that my members have a tough time with it. It's like, I do too. You want to have control over what you're betting on. And my continued approach to here's Ace Bailey optimizer play. Like, you know what I did too is somebody says, I'm not going to think as we grow. Yeah, I'm done thinking. Like, why am I originating my picks, man? What's up, Chi-Town? Good morning, bro. Appreciate you with the feedback inside the chat. It hit me. I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I trying to pretend like I know ball better than, sharp models out there, where the money's going, what the math is saying? And I was like, I'm gonna post 4 math and money-based picks. And they went 4-0. I'm gonna start doing that more. But anyways, here was another one. I actually played a bet. Hear me out. From the DFS optimizer on sportsbooks. This Ace Bailey over 2.5 threes last night popped up on the DFS optimizer for Prize Picks. I didn't go play it on Prize Picks. I played it on Bally and minus 114. So I actually think I'm going to start doing, because I like this. I was like, okay, I'm getting 11 cents better than FanDuel. Sharp odds a minus 132. Pinnacles at a minus 141. DK minus 139. Novig, Profit X in the minus 130s. Like, why am I trying to originate? Just what are the sharp odds? Okay, wow, I'm beating the sharp odds by almost 20 cents. That's crazy. Yeah, let's play it. Post it. And that's what I'm trying to get at, is that I think, honestly, we could all probably start using some of these extra tools on the site that have been launched for other things. It doesn't need to be a blind, like, well, if I'm using the DFS optimizer, can you only use it on DFS? Well, why? Why can't, right now, Jamal Murray, what the sharp odds are, minus 126. FanDuel, Pinnacle, Bet Online, there's the weighted average across all our different, sharp books we've listed. I don't want to name them all and tell you everything because I don't want people copying how we do it. This is essentially like the donuts weighted, right? Donuts weight. It's a good play. It's 12 cents better in the sharp odds for this play over 2.5 on Novik, on underdog. Do I want to play any of these? No, not really. They're only 5 cents better than the sharp. See what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to lock in DFS optimal plays only on DFS. I don't think it works like that. Deontay Murray's getting quite a bit of money here on the under plus odds. You can match those plus odds on BetMGM if you want to. Murray under 4.5 boards. I usually want to get something better, right? If I had like a plus 120, 125, then I'm beating the sharp action. I do like that it's 5 cents better than FanDuel. That is important to me. How about Seti Bay here? Now that's an interesting one. Plus 120 on the under for Seti Bay. You get $1,100, 1.1K coming in, the plus 115 for Profit X. You get a plus 120 on BetMGM. If you have BetMGM, that's a great play. I think it's a great play if you want to run it. Man, he's been scoring at will. He's been doing everything. Well, that's sweaty. Where's minutes? Wow, he's playing a bunch. I guess the Pels are tanking, right? They got a bunch of probably randoms in and out. Herbert Jones, probably similar. Oh, yeah, my threes category is messed up today. Oh, he's playing a lot of game time, too. Jeez. A lot of unders on the Pelicans this morning. Wow, look at this. Derek Queen, Herbert Jones, Sadiq Bey, Deontay Murray. What do the Sharps know here? Under on the Knicks game, too, for Jalen Brunson, under 25.5 points. Are they thinking just massive blowout? I mean, it could, right? It's the Pelicans. If we get a massive blowout and all this sharp money's correct, I guess backups get in there. Yeah, the information on the MLB tabs this morning is all mock data as we're formatting the MLB product. Yeah, I guess we're already on under. We're on the under for Cat, which, by the way, as you see up here in this corner, has been bumped down to 0.88. So the DFS optimizer often like the play. Well, actually, that was Sharp Money Radar. The plays you see on the Sharp Money Radar, usually the term bump will occur on those plays. Sometimes very fast. Sometimes you have some time. My show right now is 267 people, 90 on YouTube. Remember, it's the second YouTube channel. It's not going to move lines very quickly. It shouldn't. It's not like my NFL shows on my primary YouTube channel where there's a couple thousand people watching. I say something and all of a sudden everything moves, right? There's 2,000 hungry bettors and probably a few whales are watching at the same time. That doesn't happen on this show. So you're in luck. But this was the only of the three that was from the Sharp Money tool. So Sharp Money Radar, you can see Towns no longer in play, 0.88. So you got 2 plays left here. Man, it's the second day in a row here where I've been yapping a lot, having a good time yapping, talking about a bunch of random things, and not making a bunch of picks. And everyone's still watching. What is it? I got to ask you, like, what is it? Because I know other shows out there, they'll pop on and it's just like, pick. And I think maybe a lot of people lose doing that because there's no education involved. I don't know. That's interesting. This is so much less value than today than what we had yesterday. Like yesterday was absurd. I don't know who this is. I don't even know if I have. I don't even have his player card map. Who the heck is this? I gotta Google this. Maybe this is no. Who is this? I wonder if this is. Remember, I told you things will act a little funky while we're updating the site for MLB. I bet this is the Cardinals guy randomly getting in there. I'm telling you right now, there's so much coding stuff going on in the back end to get all of the NBA stuff on the site. It's just going to be funky like that a little bit today. It is what it is. Ben Carroll bounce back spot minus 128 FanDuel. I do like this Murray threes play. I think this is in play. Is that him? I'll try to be better about just ripping through some plays here. So like plays like this, I'm not interested in. FanDuel, bet online minus 127. So pinnacle lines look like they're starting to pop up as I'm seeing them on a few of the names here, which will actually change things significantly in the weighting. So if we're patient enough, I think we're about to see a bunch of crap drop because of the pinnacle lines. I usually honestly, there was a time when I thought getting as much in as I could in the mornings was super important to beat CLV, but I don't think CLV matters as much as it used to. Definitely not for a sport like the NBA. I actually like having all information. I'd rather get my sharp plays in at 5 p.m. And I know that's so counterintuitive to how we all usually view this stuff. But I think for the NBA, it matters so much in regards to like players being in and out. And then I think there's a way. Well, listen, I mean, think about it conceptually. If you sit back and you're waiting for the sports books to, get all their action, mold their lines, and then all of a sudden, like FanDuel's got these plays, minus 135, all the sharps have steamed up this number. You've got people on social media pushing stuff, but then I can all of a sudden get that line at a minus 107 on Bally's or BetMGM or DraftKings, while the sharp books have already molded the line. That's a great play. I feel like that play at 5 p.m., 18, 20 cents better, 5-6% edge over the sharp books is better at 5 p.m. than it is this morning at 4.5%, 4.2%. When it's not even as much liquidity coming in on these lines. It's just not as good. It's just not as good. I guess that was a random thing to talk about, but whatever. Let's again, there's not much happening. I don't have much money on these plays to even make plays yet. Let's go to the positive EV tool, and then I guess we might just go start doing some. Let me take off college. I guess we can use projections next. Although I have not been a fan of projections lately. So Jokic, minus 103 on Novig. It's a good play. You're going to get so many good plays with the positive EV finder on Novig. Over 10.5 assists, minus 103. You're beating the fair odds by 12 cents. Remember, fair odds, these are the DVIG lines. Not too shabby. FanDuel, minus 139. Look at that. That is beautiful. This is a really good math-based play here. Is this another one of those? No, this is an actual NBA player. I had no freaking clue he is. That's a great underdog play off the positive EV tool. This is actually maybe the best play of the day. Anytime you get any plays from the positive EV finder, this one, positive EV right here. Anytime you get them here, these are elite. Like Cream of the crop, in my opinion. 8.9% edge against the DVIG'd minus 139 fair odds. That's incredible. If you waited around 45 minutes into the show, you just got the best. And now listen, this is not a originated play. This is purely math. This is an absurd play based on math. Absurd. People who like to make sure they have the, a sharp book or two as a signal, well, bang, there's one right there. Probably the best one for NBA player props. FanDuel, minus 159. What a play. Will it win? I have no freaking clue. I don't. Play enough of these long term, though. You start stacking your edges up, you're going to be in a really good spot. Someone was talking about Bridges earlier. They like the overs for Bridges. Well, look at this. BetMGM minus 115. Oh, my gosh. 11 cents better than the fair odds. Again, DVigging like 80 sports books here. Over 3.5%, 4% edge against that. The sharp books like, again, we were talking about earlier, FanDuel, minus 145. Bet online, minus 132. This is a great play. Again, is it going to win? I have no clue. Oh, wrong guy. I have no clue. But I tell you what, man. You run a bunch of these plus EV plays long term, your ROI starts to compound. Wow, plus 100 for this. Novig. Look at that. $50 of liquidity left. Look at this. You've got minus 125 on FanDuel, Bet Online. Do I see Pinnacle anywhere? Nope, nothing for Pinnacle yet. 4.4%. You're getting a plus odds. Nice longer odds compared to the rest. Again, could you go look at their player cards? Does it matter to you? It's up to you. It's up to you. There's the player cards. I don't think they matter too much when you're looking at DVIG stuff. That Mikal Bridges play, man. Whoo, baby. You got math behind it, trends behind it. I love it. Derek Queen was, yes, PRA. Oh, you're right. On Underdog, it's not mobile optimized, so it's just all mushed. Good call, bro. Good call. Josh Hart getting an over tonight. We've been banging away at unders lately. Over 12.5, 4.4% edge on BetMGM, plus 100. It is available on the DFS apps, but the DFS apps have him implied odds are worse than the DVIG'd line here at minus 109. Minus 132 FanDuel if you want to compare for sharp odds. Josh Hart, one of those guys that can rack him up in a hurry, but he's not been cashing as frequently. But, man, when he gets his minutes. But, hey, it could be a blowout tonight. Be mindful. Matchup against the Pels. Well, dangerous. Tristan Da Silva. Has he been jacking up? Oh, that's right. My threes category's being worked on. It does go to the app. You got to have your state selected. I do it all the time. If you're logged in on the app, save yourself a step. What's up, Strive? What EV percentage are we targeting, or is it just based on odds? I mean, it's up to you. The EV percentage is based on the odds, so you don't have to do anything like that. Like right now, what this is saying, maybe you don't know this, what this is saying, this minus 120 on BetMGM is 11 cents better than the fair odds. The fair odds are the DVIG line. 11 cents better here, a minus 120 versus a minus 131. is a 3.7% edge against the fair odds. Does that make sense now? Now, if you want to add a layer to it, all I'm doing is I'm adding a little layer to it. I'm going to show you where. Click the filters, helpful hints. I do this extra thing. This is why I've had a pretty good success. Target plus EV plays that also have 15 to 20 cents better lines than FanDuel and Pinnacle. Some sports shine for unders. NBA props are one of them. Some markets suck. I don't use them. Example, 5.4% edge, minus 113 versus the fair odds. Then I compare to FanDuel. Is it better? FanDuel and Pinnacle, is it better by 15 to 20 cents? Well, 15 cents versus a minus 113 would be a minus 128. 20 cents versus a minus 113 would be a minus 133. Make sense? That's my personal element that I add. So the under 5.5 rebounds checks all those boxes. Number one, it's a good EV percentage. Number two, it's way better than 20 cents than FanDuel. I mean, 32 cents better than FanDuel. That's phenomenal. That's a great play. Then you go to his player card. Does this matter to you? If it does, it's freaking good looking, man. It's a good play. So if you ever wonder, like, how does Donuts have so much success using these tools? I haven't. What happened yesterday? Did I do okay? Oh, I cashed. Oh, look at that. The 3 plays I made yesterday. Oh, hold on. Let's go full screen. All right. So if the NBA Stats API has been updated, look at that. Auto resolve. The next step for our bet tracker is to make the auto resolve all of them at once. Pretty cool. So let's take a look. So, like, how have I been doing? You guys want to see? I mean, I'm cleaning house since this site has launched with the plus with all the tools, optimizer, sharp money radar. I'm cleaning house every day. I'm on here showing my process. Just copy my process if you're struggling, and you can see how I'm doing with each tool. How have I done? I'm 58 and 29 on the plus EV optimizer. That is absurd. Look at the current run I'm on. 58 and by the way, how about just for NCAA 16 and 9? That was for the weekend of March Madness. NBA 42 and 20. How about overs versus unders? Overs are 27 and 16. I bet you unders are way better. 31 and 13. 31 and 13. And again, Mitch, how do you do so well? What are you doing? I literally, this is my favorite thing I've talked about all day now. In the helpful hints button, I literally say what I do. Some sports shine for unders, so I lean towards unders. We just played one. Aaron Gordon, under 5.5 rebounds. Target EV plays that have 15 and 20 cents better lines than FanDuel and Pinnacle. Some markets suck, so I remove those markets. Like, I literally have shown you how to do this. We already played this Bridges play somewhere on one of the other tools. I think the Sharp Money tool. And now look, not only is it on the Sharp Money radar, but now it's showing for Novig based on the EV percentage. So this Mikal Bridges play is a double whammy, man. It's got 2 things backing it up. Remember, I'm comparing to FanDuel after I've devigged it. It's incredible. That's a lock and load. Novig, code Donuts, DONUTS. So, like, how do I make these plays? Again, how do I make these plays? Man, I just showed you. Sharp money tool, and you'll start to see trends if you track your bets. Everyone should track their bets. Unders, 64 and 49. They okay. Look at overs. Sharp money radar overs are better than unders so far. How interesting. How about the DFS plays? 41 and 24. Overs for DFS optimizer, just about 500. Look at unders. DFS optimizer unders, 26 and 12. And unfortunately today, 3 of the 4 plays that I've picked are overs. That could be a mistake. Right there, that could be a mistake. It's incredible. Man, now I feel stupid about those underdog plays. I shouldn't even be on these. All right, Murray's threes are gone. This is a good one. Hope you got that in. Let's keep going. I got a few extra minutes today. I feel like we're starting to hit our stride too, and I don't want to leave right now. We got some really good plays on the board, and we're starting to bang it away. Anything else popping up? Oh yeah. Oddly enough, we're getting rebound overs for some of these wings. Like we had what? Hart, Bridges, OG, and then we had we had Mitch Robinson over. That was the other one. What's up, Fire? Made a bunch of picks today, man. It's been a good day so far. They're starting to come in. I mean, I told people earlier that sometimes early in the morning, you don't have a ton to work with. And then as the morning gets going, shoot around, player news, all that stuff, then you start getting some interesting plays. Bridges under for threes. This was this assists. That game is there's too much. People are hammering the unders in that Knicks and Pelicans game. Some players I just don't touch. Like I'm not taking Gillespie under threes. I'm just not. My guy shoots so many, and he's such a good 3-point shooter. I know it's long odds, but come on, just scares me. Look at that. It's mostly Knicks. Sharp money Raiders, like mostly Knicks and Pelicans right now. I'm not interested in minus 147. That's only like a parlay piece. The Tristan De Silva 2 assists. I don't know. Pass. Devin Booker, minus 116 odds on no big. Fair odds of minus 124. Again, that's the DVig lines. Compared to FanDuel, the last step, minus 145. Devin Booker over. Now, remember, we just looked together. Or what stat was this? Rebounds. We just looked at this, the EV tool on my bets history. Unders were way better. Underdog injury. Oh, okay. So yeah, all the value for the sharp money radar is about to stop popping because people specifically on the sharp money radar, people are often waiting for the underdog posts, and when underdog posts happen, you'll see so much money start coming in on the sharp money radar on a bunch of different plays. So that's pretty funny. Pretty timely. Makes sense why we're starting to see a bunch of stuff pop up. What's up, Fire? Sharp money baseball is going to go crazy. People don't even know yet, dude. It's going to be nuts. Fire, did you see the new tool? Can I show you? Projections. Check out the game, bro. It just went live this morning. It's being formatted. Game breakdowns. It's all based on the model. Simulations. Pretty freaking cool, right? It's being formatted right now. I'll have all the players. You click their names, open up their cards, all that stuff. But it's going to be pretty sick, man. It's going to be all right there within the game projections tab. So, like, if you wanted to, like, research this one game, bang, there you go. Oh, the summary is pretty dope, too. It's just going to give you best bets, top strikeouts, and then a slate, a full slate view. I can't tell what you guys can see. I forgot. The full slate view is going to be pretty cool. So it'll be game by game. Dodgers minus 165 money line, 63% of the time in the simulations. This cashed. That was the number one rate, 63%, the highest rate. So number one play. Spread, Dodgers, they covered the run line, minus 1.5, 55% of the time they covered it. That was the fifth highest rate. Over 8.5 total runs, 59% of the time they covered that. Third highest rate. So on and so forth. Pretty cool, right? So this setup is going to be for every sport. So we're doing MLB today, and then MLB today, and then NBA will be next. And I can't wait for the NFL season to have this. It's going to be incredible. Oh, stretch. It is clean. I'm super pumped. A lot of formatting to do, though, as is always with the new things. I hope at some point people give this stuff a look. I think this is a really freaking good product. As you saw me go 4-0 on my VIP channel yesterday, simply just taking 4 plays from the DFS optimizer and the Sharp Money Radar. Honestly, I was telling people earlier, buddy, the DFS optimizer I used yesterday for the which play was it? For the Ace Bailey play. I used it yesterday for the Ace Bailey play. How nuts is that? Literally, it was just like, all right, so the sharp odds are -132, and I can get this on Bally for -114. Bet Rivers -115, Bet MGM -118, so on and so forth. I literally just compared. I was like, all right, well, sharp odds are saying it's a -132, and I get it for so much cheaper. And I just played the Ace Bailey tool. It wasn't the plus EV optimizer. It wasn't a projections play. It wasn't the Sharp Money Radar. It was literally the DFS optimizer. I love it. I'm going to start doing this more. There's so many things, dude. It's so hard, right? It's like you kind of bounce around. Yeah, we're adding so many sports, Fredericks. I have access to like cricket. Like I literally have access to everything. It's absurd. But Rome wasn't built in a day. We're doing thing by thing. I want to make sure that like when I put it on the site, we refine it, we improve it, we make it perfect. Then we move on to the next item. You know, like the game pages right now for MLB, that's what we're focusing on. We'll add the NBA game pages next. After that, I don't know. Maybe we start to add, MMA, PGA, tennis, WNBA. Like, yeah, that's the goal. I want as many sports as I can put on the site. Because when you hop into these optimizers, the DFS optimizer or the Sharp Money Radar, and you start looking at like all the different plays you can across all the different sports, you're going to find some incredible plays. Well, that's a decent one right there. How about that? You're going to find incredible plays if you have a bunch of different tools on hand for different sports, I should say, not tools. Anyways, it's been an hour. I'm tired. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Good show, though. Man, we did a lot more picks today. And you saw I did the freaking recap live today, 3-0 from yesterday. My bet tracker is absurd. It's absurd. I'm going to throw it up on the screen one more time. Absolutely absurd. And I literally show my process and a bunch of my picks every darn day right here. Every day. Every day. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't understand. It's hard for me to understand how anybody. Oh, this is marked as a loss. That was a win. Ace Bailey had 7 threes. I'm not entirely sure if you're out there in the industry and you're betting daily, you want to check it out. It's absurd. The process is sound. The results are great. The product is new, so you get in at the ground floor. The new pricing, by the way, will not last forever. I'll say that right now. There's a 33% discount automatically applied on the pricing page. That's gone as soon as I get all these others. Once I get tennis and WNBA and PGA and MMA and soccer and all these other sports on the site, once the game pages are all live and refined and accurate and everything's clean, and then I feel good, goodbye entry-level price. If you've already signed up and you're at that, $59.99, enjoy it because you're locked in. Everybody else is going to have to join in on the new price. You can keep that one for as long as you stay subscribed because that's the honorable way to do business here. I shouldn't everything's better now. Now you got to pay more. I'm not going to be like a streaming service, freaking a gym membership. Like, no. Like whatever you sign up at, you get to keep. Okay. You get to keep. Anyways, I love you all. I do appreciate you. Thanks for checking out the show today. I am back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm back Wednesday. I'm back Friday. And Maybe Thursday. I'll let you know. But I'll be back. I love y'all. Have yourselves a wonderful day. MySprayEdge.com. Oh, wrong arm. MySprayEdge.com. Get that there. And I will see you tomorrow, my friends. Let's get paid.